In the news today, amid signs of moderate progress in Syria peace talks,
many more people turn out here.
Red Square.
Demonstrators refuse to leave the barricades, saying
whatever souvenirs.
As you can see, they're covering themselves with...
recount the horrors they saw. The city more than months ago. Archie is the first foreign TV crew to film.
This is RT International coming to you live from Moscow with me, Marina Joshi. Welcome to the program. Now, calls from opposition leaders to maintain a truce with riot police have failed to prevent protesters in Kiev from building new barricades and burning tires on embattled Independence Square.
What's happening is basically the opposition might be the opposition in the eyes, well, it seems anyway, in the eyes of the European Union, in the eyes of the United States. They're the ones who get on TV. But when they've come out and spoken to these guys and said, no, everybody be peaceful, they've all gone, no. Who are you? Hello.
Let's now cross live to our correspondent, Peter Oliver, who's following closely developments there. Peter, do tell us what's happening where you are at the moment. What's the atmosphere in the city?
Well, what we're seeing right now is the continuation of the rebuilding of barricades, reinforcing of barricades that were already there, the building of new barricades in some positions, and we are seeing a steady stream of people arriving here. Just behind me is Independence Square. There's continuing to have speeches being delivered there to a crowd. Over where the main flashpoint has been near the Dynamo Stadium, we were just over there before I was talking to you, and the barricades are still being reinforced as much as they can. There's still more and more tires arriving. We are hearing from the opposition that they're trying to convince people to get back on board with a truce while they have talks, but really the reaction that it's getting from a hard line of rioters is that they're not paying much attention to that. They don't really want to see this any kind of truce. One of the things that we have seen when we've been going around the barricades is a lot of pre-made Molotov cocktails that are ready to be thrown, and it seems in some cases people are really wanting to throw those. One of the most disturbing things, though, we have heard just recently comes from the authorities here, in which they are getting ready and they're prepared because of some information that they've received that there could be an attempt by hardline groups here to perform some kind of retaliation killing to retaliate for the deaths of rioters and demonstrators here in Kiev. So that's obviously very worrying news, and we'll be keeping an eye on that as we get more information on it. Okay, cool.
So, I've been asked to cover this sort of geek festival that's happening, and I don't know about that. I mean, you know, this is Russia. It could go either way. It could be very kitsch or very, very cool. I haven't really been getting enough sleep. I've just been getting home early hours of the morning and then having to go back to work. And I've been living off of chocolate and cola. Not the greatest diet. And it's starting to show on my skin. I mean, one thing you don't want as a broadcast journalist is to look like you just hit puberty. Like, that ain't cool. So I have to hide all of these little imperfections, if you want to call them. The thing about being on TV is that everybody expects you to be perfect, and sometimes you have bad days where, you know, your skin is not cooperating, you're tired, you have bags underneath, but no one cares, so you gotta make it work. What do we think? Do we agree?
I mean, I look better than I looked when I got in this car, so that'll have to do.
Where are we going?
There's a lot of people here. I didn't expect
a technology expo to have like so many people in winter. So I'm thinking, let's just film everything we want. Nice smooth shots, like up and downs, like really gadgety stuff, so that it looks like not standard news, if you know what I mean. I'm doing a package, so I want it to be slick. I need somewhere where you can see that it's a science expo happening, because that's my opening to the Geek Picnic. Up there, coming down, right? Let's go. It's not just a gadget show, but it's also a blah blah. Yeah, moving down, because then you can see that, no? It's not just about gadgets. It's a world where technology, concept. Wait. It's not all about gadgets. Hold on. Our modern day lives wouldn't be fulfilled without our smartphones as well as our computers. Now at Geek Picnic here in Moscow, they're trying to get you to meet the creators of these amazing gadgets that we live in our world, the technology behind it, and also taking you to places beyond your dreams. So this is meant to carry up to how many kilograms exactly?
Up to 100.
I promise you, I only weigh 48 anyway, so I really don't weigh that much. Let's do it. Sasha will put on the gear. He'll say, climb up. And then my mic is connected to you, and then I'll just say, I'm not insured, and if he drops me, he's paying for this, or whatever I'm saying. He better not drop me. I'm just saying, my Russian insurance, I don't think it covers this. Right, so Sasha has put the exoathlete on. This is not a rescue situation, but let's just say that there was a situation where somebody was stuck somewhere in the snow, particularly because it's winter right now in Russia, and they needed to be saved. This will come into force. Are you ready, Sasha?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Fantastic, thank you, Sasha. You did well. You did very well. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good man. Okay, and there you have it. So if you were stuck somewhere in the forest in the middle of nowhere, Sasha and his team will probably have one of these to give you a rescue. That's it.
And cut.
That was a better shot, right?
Yeah.
I am afraid I have hurt myself. I just sprained something. See, I've got like scratches. I think shaking a little bit. There's always a bit of commotion when you're doing like an action movement, especially with gadgets. And I think I might have hurt myself a little bit. Okay, we got the shot. Whether I hurt my fingers or not. Ain't nobody got time for that. You gotta keep it moving.
Hi,
Hey.
Igor.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Sweet.
You're
It's
sweet.
finally snowing now. Look, this
Just
is
a
like
little bit.
proper
Just
winter.
a little bit.
Yeah. So, how are things?
Things are busy. Things are good. It's been an adventure here. Yes.
What's the best part so far?
Meeting fellow correspondents. I've loved that part.
What do you think so far has been the most difficult part, the most challenging for you?
Being an American, I feel like I have to prove myself twice as hard as you would because I'm an American.
What about the British though?
No, they get off.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I feel like I really do. I feel like I work really hard to prove that I'm as good as you guys every day.
I think that's
Which
what
you
all of us
probably
do though.
You all do it.
Yeah.
You all do
I
it.
have to prove that I'm as good as you.
It's a secret struggle.
No, but seriously, I mean,
It's a private
there's
struggle.
competition in this sport,
That's true. When I did Volgograd, I watched your coverage of the terrorist attacks of the metro.
Yeah.
I watched them maybe 20 times.
in Moscow. Yeah.
I did, to prepare for Volgograd.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I was doing, was watching your tape over and over, and then I watched Lindsay Franz's tape over and over of the suicide. I would love your advice.
Well, I think in those sort of stories, the best way like the most important thing is that you cannot report about anything that may cause or spread panic or distribute wrong information. So if you're not sure about something, you should just say different general stuff which you're completely sure about. Maybe even to repeat it if you need to, but you know.
You feel sad. Like 3 days after covering those stories, I felt you want more.
Yeah, and it's a bad feeling at the same time because it's a horrible story. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is us. This is Kiev for me for right now. Rough on that early morning flight. We'll see if we don't end up here again, because this problem isn't going anywhere that's going on here. I mean, that's the frustrating thing, is that, you know, leaving here with what essentially feels like a job half done, but there's plenty of stuff I need to do back in Germany. Oh my god, the window. Desperately looking forward to some clean pants and some clean socks. Really. Kiev's been interesting. It's been very busy. It's been very fun at times. Obviously what's been going on hasn't been fun for everybody involved in it. It's been a good story. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the end of this, but I think this is that's the nature of this type of situation, is it's something that isn't going to be resolved quickly. So good luck to them. I hope they find some kind of peaceful solution to it. About to get on the plane back to Berlin, got to get back home, got to pay my bills, got to pay my rent, and then it's Paris. There's some more demonstrations and we'll see what comes of that. It's one of those, man, you know, fair play to that guy with the shorts on. We have a reputation in the northeast of never dressing appropriately for cold weather, but it is freezing here. It's not like he's heading to the Bahamas either, he's heading to Berlin, it's cold there as well. Spending so much time seeing the city tearing itself apart, and it's quite peaceful seeing it from above.
Now, of course, the idea of printing your own head, it just seems like something out of Star Trek, but it actually is possible.
You work with this. Do you have one of those for yourself?
Да, конечно. Очень занимательно, увлекательно. Мне показалось, что будет круто иметь свою копию такую.
Okay, if Oleg has one, then I'm definitely getting one. I definitely want to see how this technology works. This is no longer science fiction. This is reality. Shall we go?
Конечно.
I mean, what do I do? Do I smile? Do I just go serious? What do I do?
No, just as you want.
Oh, okay. Can I do a smile one? Because that's me. Okay. Nothing feels as bizarre as being scanned by a scanner going around me. Although nothing is touching me, so it's kind of all virtual, which is really interesting.
You don't really feel anything. You just see like this guy just like moving around you. It's pretty cool because the machine is really big. We can't really have the machine here. So what they do is they'll take orders and they do it in their factory. So we'll go and visit the factory because that's the cool point. That's the whole thing. And then we'll see if I look the way I look now. These people better make me look good.
This is more like it weather-wise. This is more like it indeed. It's about -3 here. I mean, it's a lot better than what we've just left. But yeah, home sweet home, Berlin. At least for a little while anyway, to get a quick turnaround and change some pants. Today I need to get those bills paid. I need to put money into my German account from my Russian account, which I can only do physically. Yeah, so I have to get that sorted just to, keep the things of life outside of covering stories around the place, keep that ticking over, and then get everything packed back up, head off to Paris. Sweet home. Oh, and look at you little boys. What did you do? You knocked your water bottle off, didn't you? These guys are my little dudes. These are Levy and Morrissey. Morrissey, because named after Morrissey, because he's got the little quiff and he's loud and he can be quite obnoxious at times, but deep down you really love him. Every time I open it up, the emails, it's more and more and more. I've actually just seen the output report from what we did in Kiev. I was on telly a lot. Yeah, but there's, as you can see, just away for 2 weeks and it's thick with dust. I'll try and have a little spruce and clean around before I leave Paris, but I need a shower. Every time I catch myself, I'm not even kidding, like these jeans, they're thick with the smoke and the just dirt from the barricades over there in Kiev, and they're itchy.
Do you feel like it's hard? Can I ask you about your personal life? I feel like in mine, like with my boyfriend, I feel like I'm constantly apologizing for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I don't like have anything left to contribute. I feel like my contribution is sorely lacking.
Well, like from my experience, it's really hard to actually have normal relationships with people.
Yeah.
Like romantic relationships, because it's really hard to explain to a person why you're being called at 4 a.m. You have to wake up and go somewhere for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, unless they work in the industry.
Yeah.
But that also doesn't usually work out well.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, adrenaline junkie or normal life? You have to choose.
You have to choose.
Can I just go on? How does it work?
So now we're gonna do an eco-friendly scooter thing.
How do I control this? Ah! Where's my cameraman? Where? I can't see him. I can't operate this thing. Hold on.
What better way to get something that is transportational, that you can use for transport, but also that is eco-friendly? I mean, we live in Moscow. There's lots of cars, but nothing beats having something so simple. And I'm good, and I'm spit. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to do this. Hold on. I gotta do this again. Ah! I'm just going in circles. I can't stop this. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Ah!
I gotta look cool. I can't look like. Okay. I gotta lean forward like that. Okay, I'm getting a hang of this thing now. Oh my God, I want one of these. Yeah, really? I do. It's amazing. Whee! I'm sorry. Gotta touch up, dude.
We're gonna get the ultimate stand-up.
We have to get the ultimate stand-up. We have the ultimate gadget. I mean, hello?
Now, being at a Geek Fest is all about testing out the gadgets. And this one is one of my favorites so far. It's called the Ecomobile. I think it's one of those gadgets that anyone, normal person can use, running around town, getting your errands done. And the best thing about it is that it's eco-friendly and it looks very chic.
Oh my God, that one nearly killed me. I'm like, can you not see I'm on a damn thing? Like, move. People are just weird. Like, come on. We just found out that the inventor of that, the Ecomobile, like died, like in that thing. So, the irony. Perfect. Love it. Done. Sorted. It's a wrap. Yay. It's fast, it's cool, it's urgent. It's like, let's get in there. All right, it looks like it's a wrap for us today. Woohoo! Miss Producer, we are done. So we just finished shooting at the Geek picnic, and the thing about stories where you don't have control over is that you never know what you're going to get when you get there. You have an idea of what you want, and you kind of start putting a story in your head. Before that, I remember before I got to the expo, I was thinking, oh, it's just going to be about gadgets. I'm just going to be playing around with like new technology. Hopefully they have like some cool iPhones or, you know, smartphones or whatever. And then you get there and you realize actually there's nothing that looks like that. So then you have to start adjusting the story as you go along, because you're picking up different things and you're seeing different things. And then you start kind of molding the story as you go. So it's just part of the world we live in. You just have to adjust with what you get. It's been another long day. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I still have to go to work to make sure that all my packages are ready for the next couple of days, because I'm not going to be in town. And it's a Saturday, everybody else is going out having a great time, and I'm still on the clock. And I could just let it go and let somebody else take care of it, but then I might wake up the next day freaking out about what I see on telly. So it's better that I do it, because I can have a good night's sleep if I know that everything that I need is well done the way I want it to be done. So, all in a day's life of a journalist, or as my friends say, a workaholic.
Even though it's only a fleeting visit home, it is nice to be home, and it's also quite strange that Berlin has really come home for us now, both me and my girlfriend. I love being here. It is one of those, every step you take in Berlin, you're walking over hundreds of years of European history. I mean, we've literally just crossed from east to west out of the bits of the Berlin Wall, just there, in the military cemetery here. But yeah, I really love this town. I started with RT in 2005 when it was really kicking off and all getting started there. So I've been there since the beginning. I have seen the channel change a lot and really come into its own over those years. I've done just about everything with them, and they've given me a chance to really develop as a journalist, you know, chances that probably I might not have gotten at a channel that had been established for a lot of years. So as far as my own development goes, it's been, well, invaluable, the time that I've spent at RT, because they've given me the chance to kind of go, all right, if you think you can do it, son, go on, hop to. Yes! Get in! Get one day off, I got clean clothes, I've got Sunderland winning 2-0. See if I can get myself something tasty to eat later on, and then off to bed early, because bright and early we're on that flight to Paris in the morning.
So the Geek Picnic didn't give us the full picture of what 3D scanning really does. So I've been invited to actually visit one of the scanning centers here in Moscow, and I want to check it out, what they actually do. So come with me. They're doing a figure eight of me. I think it's going to look something like this. Like a little Oscar doll, except it's going to be me. I'm wearing my pink jacket. I feel like an artifact at this moment. Like they've just discovered Tabby the artifact, and the archaeologist is like trying to find where, you know what I mean? He's got like his tools and brushes. It's very cool. That is awesome. All right, so we're gonna let you do the powdering, and then I'm going to see the final touch.
Yeah.
Very exciting to see myself almost like being reborn from like being scanned all over, getting into a molding machine, and then coming out just as an archaeologist will do. I'm an artifact. That's okay. We'll see how it looks like after this.
And the moment of truth. Thank you very much, sir. So she's petite, stylish, and smart. But enough about me. Let's talk about her. I think they did a fantastic job. So from 3D Tabby and me, Tabam Mutze, for RT in Moscow. So where are we going to put this?